So, a couple months ago, I posted, I am a little bit nervous about my citizenship, and I got back from a lot of people. But you're white, you'll be fine. You're white Canadian, you'll be super fine. And the other day, I posted, shit's getting a little. Green card holders are starting to get twitchy. I brought my car in for service, and the guy is here on a green card, and he knows we're here on a green card. Well, he knows my mom's here on a green card. And he was like, am I fixing your car so you can go home like you needed to make it to go home? I was like, I needed to make it to go home no matter what. That's not the condition of how you're fixing my car right now, but he's like, are you going home? And I was like, I don't know, but it's getting closer to that choice. And he was like, I sent my wife and my daughter home last week. He's like, my daughter hasn't stopped crying, but I don't know how to keep her here on a green card if that could lead to something terrible. She may never forgive me, but I'm okay with it as her father. And then yesterday I put up on my Blue Sky, there were at least 5 people who were sent to El Salvador who were alleged Venezuelan gang members. It's looking like we're rounded up and sent to El Salvador for the cost of $6 million, by the way. So it wasn't free. It wasn't like El Salvador was just like, give us your criminals. We can't wait to hold on to them. $6 million plus the flight, which is another million, so $7 million to just skip over due process, get some sexy footage of people getting their heads shaved, and possibly incarcerate for forever completely innocent, non-criminal U.S. citizens who happen to have a tattoo or who ICE felt had the potential to be a gang member. Because, that's what you do in your 30s. You've spent the time building a business, you're a local barber, you're involved in your community, and you think to yourself, one day, screw it, I'm gonna turn to a life of crime. Have you ever seen the pictures of an El Salvador jail? There are no blankies, there are no pillows, it's just row upon row of bunks. They live in that little, underwear t-shirt deal with their shaved heads and their socks. There is no separation, there is no break. They are in those cells 24/7. That's what ICE and Trump were okay with doing with US citizens to prove a point, to look badass on camera. Yesterday they had to go in to talk to the judge about what happened, and the lawyer was like, I can't tell you what happened. And the judge was like, no, it's actually your job to tell me what happened, that's why we're here. And they're like, yeah, we can't do that. And the judge was like, well, if it's a classified clearance situation, I have said clearance. Start talking. To which they once again refused. That's how America feels about American citizens who are locked in a 24-hour prison situation with possibly actual gang members. Concepts of thoughts and prayers, and we ain't gonna do anything about this from the US government. My mechanic is okay with his daughter forever hating him for sending her back home because home is less scary than what might happen here. Yeah, I know I'm a white Canadian, but that doesn't seem to make a difference anymore. As a matter of fact, it seems like the President of the United States openly hates Canada at the moment. Being an American doesn't seem to be safe anymore. I mean, not that it ever was for most of us, but it's a crazy, stressful world at the moment. It's a little fucking scary.